This is racket that has inside some sensor. You can switch on the racket, and through the application you can calculate how much is good your activities that you are doing.
So the goal is to have like everyone their own personalized racket.
Yes, we can achieve that task. It's a real-time acquisition.
The way you are actually moving around the racket is here.
You did your shot correctly.
Okay.
Because there is inside accelerometer, there is inside magnetometer, and inside gyroscope and sensor of impact of ball. So using all of this sensor, we can calculate your performance. During this year, platform grows, and now I can't consider Wansport like only a booking platform, but it's a complete management software system for all the needs of a club.
It's really everything in one solution, right?
So if you're a club, small, medium, large, for sure we will find a good solution for you.
Hello guys, we're here in the Racket Trend Expo in Milano in 2025 at the Wansport booth.
Thanks to you that you come to visit us. My name is Michele Granieri. I'm the CEO of Wansport.com. We are on the market from 2011. It's already 14 years that we are working on the market. We start from tennis and now we are following the trend of Padel too. That is very, very interesting how Padel is growing around all the world. We start 14 years ago with a B2B application that was basically going to solve the problem of bookings. But during this year, platform grows, and now I can't consider Wansport like only a booking platform, but it's a complete management software system for all the needs of a club.
Also the official app for this expo, right?
Exactly. Wansport is the official app of Racket Trend Expo here in Milan, and you can use it to book all the clinic that they are organizing on all courts. So we are really proud of these results because we have the opportunity to increase the numbers of our users or the users that are using our platform now. I really appreciate that in this fair there is an international air.
So the app is getting international, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. This is what we start to do in 2024 because we move from the B2C business model, B2B, business model to the B2C business model too, because we start to create an application 2 years ago that was a common application that where you can search all clubs that are using our platform. In this application, there are a lot of features that you can see in all other apps that are available on the market.
So can you explain a few extra features what you have in your app?
For example, you can create your reel. You can register your video of your match, and it's very easy to do it. Maybe I can show you.
Absolutely.
I can go to Padel. I can book a court 21.
It's very easy and it's very
Yes,
fast,
it's
right?
extremely fast. You can add if you want some, can of balls, and you can complete your bookings. After you complete the bookings, you can, for example, as you can see here, start live and recording. Okay, I can say that I accept GDPR that in Europe is very important because we are doing video registration. And I can start my live in 3, 2, 1.
So
we
now
are
you're live streaming actually,
Exactly.
and if you are in a paddle court, it means you're live streaming your paddle match.
Sure. You can see this object here, and is what we are using. For example,
yes.
yes,
Okay, so
but-
you put this into
Yes.
the glass,
Yes,
right?
exactly near the glass, and you can register your match.
Okay.
After when you finish, video is added to my highlights in the application, so I can see video that I register and I can publish it, and now all my friends can see
How I was playing.
Yes, this is one of the future. And for example, I can come back on my profile.
So
because
this
it's
is more
difficult.
like a social media platform right now, no?
Exactly.
So
Here I
you
can see
combined YouTube,
all-
you combined the booking
all
system.
that I register. I can see my highlights. Okay. Here you can do a lot of stuff on the application because, for example, you can meet friends, you can organize a lot of, you can participate to tournaments, you can see how is growing your level in paddle. So it's a really, in my opinion, very complete application.
It's really everything in one solution, right?
Sure, it's the only one solution. So if you're a club, small, medium, large, for sure we will find a good solution for you. It's not extremely expensive software. This is very important. We don't charge any commission. to user, because we are concentrated to provide the future to clubs, because clubs are very important and they provide activities, they provide services to their users. So we are concentrated on clubs. Surely users are very important, and is reason because we are doing research and development for them. This is one example.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to ask. This is a special racket here, right?
Yes, it's not usual racket. It's results of cooperation with another Italian company. This is racket that has inside some sensor.
Okay.
You can switch on the racket, and through the application you can calculate, for example, how much is good your activities that you are doing.
Okay,
So,
okay.
for example, you did your shot correctly.
Okay, okay.
Because there is inside accelerometer, there is inside magnetometer, and there is inside gyroscope and sensor of impact of ball. So using all of this sensor, we can calculate your performance. This is the reason because this year we are in fair with our Wansport performance. That is the brand that connect the intelligent racket, scoreboard, because in application you can put your results of your match. So it's very important to calculate and to grow with your level. There is opportunity a system to save your highlights. So there are so many future. When we spoke with clients, we told you need only to discover which is best for you.
If I may ask you about the competition, because we all know that there's a big competitor, Playtomic, in the market. How can you deal with such a big brand?
This is a difficult question because I never spoke about my competitor.
Okay.
I spoke all time about how much we are good,
Okay.
what we can provide. Surely we respect them. It's competitor, they are on the market. Don't exist only Playtomic. There exists a lot of competitors. It's very interesting when you have competitor because it's you're simulated to grow and to do better and better and better. So it's important that don't exist only one player, but several of them. Market is very huge. It depends what is the needs of a club, and they need to choose what is the best solution for them. Surely now I think that we are one of the most complete solution that you can find all around the world. Numbers that, for example, that we have in Italy are very impressive now. We have more than 2,200 clubs. We have about 3 million people that are using our platform. That is a very huge number. Public application is growing with incredible number. There are several hundred thousands of people that are using it, and the results that we registered during last year are very interesting. So I think that all clients, all users need to evaluate all platforms and choose really what is the best for them.
And
This I think. I don't want to say we are better than them or they are better than us, because maybe in some points we are better than them, in some points they are better than us. It's all time difficult to have a correct comparison.
But you really focus on your strengths and you focus on your uniqueness, because if I can see, there's no other app in the market which is like a complete solution for clubs and also got special rackets and with sensors and everything. So I think you're really into the next level. You're really into stepping forward to the future. So I appreciate that for the padel community.
This is our goal. So we want to continue to research and develop new stuff, new future, because only in this way we can still be competitive on the market. And this is our commitment to the paddle market, and we will continue to grow in this direction. I think that in 2026 we will have a fantastic news in Wansport. I can't tell too much about these new opportunities, but system is changing in sensible way. Let's stay tuned because next year we have something more to show.
Perfect. Thank you very much for the interview.
Guys,
It's really great, and hopefully see you again next year here in Milano, right?
Great,
Perfect.
for sure.
Thank you.
Maybe let's see in Hungary.
Yeah, here we are. You got the racket in your hand. Tell me
Yes.
everything we need to know about that.
First of all, thank you for your interview, for the opportunity to present the racket. As you can see, this is, it seems a normal rackets, but it's a special rackets because when you see that LED that is blinking inside, this is a button to turn on and turn off the racket, because it's not a normal, it's a normal racket because you can play and you can train yourself with the racket, but at the meantime it's a digital racket. What does it mean? that we have installed inside the racket, a special technology. We have inside an accelerometer, a gyroscope, magnetometer, and also we are integrating other sensors in new release. In the new release, we will put under the sweet spot also the force sensors to detect if you are the impact in a right point with a right force. All the data is acquired into the phone, and then you have the data in our database.
This is a database, and this is how you collect data for many players and many time, right?
Exactly. This is the speed, the acceleration. This is the speed, and this is, for example, the angle. Why we put all the technology inside? The first reason is intellectual property reason. Everybody knows that there is a patent from Sony for the smart sensor Sony tennis that is born from tennis, but the patent covers any rackets. It is a device that you can put in that part of the racket. So we decided, we did the analysis of intellectual property, we discovered that patent from Sony, and of course we want not to do a violation of that patent. So we decided to study a way to install all the technology inside the racket, and the research and development was very hard also from mechanical point of view, because now we tested the racket. You can break the racket, but the electronic inside is still working. So this is very important. Another important thing is that all is concentrated in the center of mass of the racket. So the balance is right, but the most important thing is the quality of the data. Because putting the data in the center of the mass of the racket, you have that leverage that amplify the movements. So the accuracy of the data that we have is very high confronted against the accuracy that we can achieve
from there.
Putting the sensor here or here or here.
Okay, so the most important thing is the sensor is to be as close as to the sweet spot as it's possible, right?
In the sweet spot, we have the force sensor.
Yeah.
But in the center of mass of the racket, we have accelerometer and the gyroscope.
Okay.
We have a nice catch with an high accuracy of the data.
Okay, so is all these kind of rackets are the same, or you have like a softer one, a stronger one? What kind of rackets you can?
At the moment, we have only that model, but one of the way of use of that racket is not to collect the shots during the training or during a match, but we are thinking another way of use to use like a meter to select a right racket for you. What
Okay.
I mean that we can create several models with several materials, hybrid materials, so fiberglass, carbon glass, graphite, and so on. And you can use the different model doing a shot. With the data analysis, we can recognize what is your best performance and create a tailor-made racket for you.
Okay, I understand.
If you like bicycles, it's something that you do when you have to buy a new bicycle, street bicycles, that they correct the position. We can do the same thing analyzing the data for the rackets.
So the goal is to have like everyone their own personalized racket.
Yes, we can achieve that target. Another way to use is that thanks to AI, imagine that we can collect a lot of data from pro padel players and for certified level of players. When you do a shot, we can calculate the match with that kind of player.
Okay, so tell me about the app and the connection between the app and the racket.
Yes, this is the first interface. As you see, I have several rackets. Now I am connected to that racket called WT4. Then you can select if you want to do a free play, that is like a training or a match. You can push a free play, you can start the registration. Now, if you play, for example, I try to simulate a shot.
Okay.
When you see, you recognize that one forehand, 54.7%.
So 100% is the perfect shot.
It's a comparison with a master shot. But in our web app, I have the detail of my shot that I just do it.
Okay.
So if I go to my web app, I do a refresh. This is my forehands. This is the acceleration in 3-axis accelerations. This is the speed. You can see this is the open and this is the close. And this is the angles.
You really have all the data here.
All the data. And if you want, imagine that now I did the racket to a master to do a forehands. Then I can compare my forehands
To the master forehand.
to the master forehands here. I select for example, imagine that this one is the master for hands. I can compare, for example, I want to see in x-axis the difference in acceleration. May you see that kind of the curve of the data? May you see that it's not clean. If you see typically the shape of the data of a master shot, it's very flat, then you have very clean, without spike.
Okay, I understand.
Because they are able to do a lot of acceleration, a lot of force, but with a movement, very linear movement.
Okay, I understand.
It's me that I am very low level. Last thing that I can show to you, it's a real-time acquisition.
So the way you are actually moving around the racket is here. So this is absolutely real-time data, right?
Exactly.
What we are catching in the cloud, right? Yeah.
In other sports, the eye is a must. You can imagine football or American football even better. You know that the turnover during a match in American football, it's also controlled by AI and by software, because they are able to catch the acceleration of athletes and so on, and they can change or can change role to the athletes. The first target is to import and apply AI also in the paddle, and through this, one of our fifth target with Wansport is to have a telemetry and a level calculation based on data, not based on how many match you put won or lost, and so on. So you can calculate more or less the level based on data analysis.
Leveling based on data. This is one of the main reasons, right?
Main reason. Second reason is to understand if you are doing something wrong. That could be also not healthy for your body. For example, something like this or something like this.
So it means like less injuries in a sport because you can do better movements.
Exactly. For example, yesterday we tested a shots with a compression device on the arms and without, and we are able to see the difference in vibration. And last but not least, as I said before, we can use the telemetry and the data to understand if the racket is right or not for you.
Okay,
Because
okay.
if I see that your acceleration is not too much, maybe the weight of the racket is not right for you. If I see that you will catch the ball not in a sweet spot, maybe the balance of the racket is not right for you.
So reason number 3 is like getting your perfect racket, right?
Also, yes.
Okay.
At the moment, Wansport are proposing the racket as a business-to-business model, and we want to start to give the racket to the clubs
Okay.
and convince the master to use the racket in a training way. That way, we are also able to collect data,
More data.
improve the AI, and then, of course, last step is a B2C.
Okay,
This
understand.
is more or less.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
for your
much.
time. Yeah, see ya.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. Here you can subscribe to our channel. And here are our 2 latest videos, one up here and another one here. Don't forget to like this video as well, share it with your friends, and follow us every time, everywhere.